centre withdraws DNA bill, the Standing Committee had highlighted many flaws. Opposition also expressed objection. Two subcastes of Mahar community will be included in scheduled caste list in Chhattisgarh. 2 lakh people will get benefit. Amendment bill introduced in Lok Sabha. Now transgenders will also be able to avail the benefits of reservation. Centre filed affidavit in Supreme Court. Benefit under EWS quota as well. New discovery of fruit flies immune system. Infection fighting genes evolved will help in understanding the human immune system. And menace of wild plants in the grazing areas of elephants. Situation arising in Valparai hill station of Tamil Nadu. Ludwigia plant is expanding. Recently, the videos of misbehavior with women in Manipur went viral on social media platforms. After this, the central government ordered the removal of the video from all social media platforms. The central government has this power under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act or IT Act 2000. According to this, the central government can issue orders to social media companies to remove content related to spreading violence. Section 69A of the IT Act prohibits the sharing of any objectionable post on all online platforms. Under the Act, when the central government is satisfied that the shared post is not in the interest of public order or may give rise to any cognizable offence, then the government can do so. In this regard, Section 69A of the IT Act was challenged in the Supreme Court in 2015 in the Shreya Singhal versus Union of India case. However, the Supreme Court held it to be constitutionally valid. In the judgment, the court said that obstruction can be restored to only where the central government is satisfied that it is necessary to do so. In the year 2022, Section 69A was challenged. Twitter filed a petition in the Karnataka High Court against the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. In this petition, Twitter accused the officials of disproportionate use of power. However, the Karnataka High Court dismissed the petition, saying that the centre has the power to block social media posts. Recently, the central government withdrew the DNA Technology Use and Application Regulation Bill 2019 from the Lok Sabha. After being introduced in the Lok Sabha in the year 2019, the bill was referred to the Parliamentary Standing Committee. After about 2 years, the committee released its report. It has been said in the report that misuse of the bill is possible in many areas. The committee in its report has highlighted several loopholes in the bill. The committee recommended that DNA profile should be defined as the DNA pattern used only to establish the genetic identity of the individual. Also, keeping in mind the privacy of the person, it has been suggested to the laboratories that after sending the data to the National DNA Bank, the laboratories will have to remove the DNA profile from their list. Significantly, the bill included a provision to provide a regulatory framework for obtaining, storing and testing DNA samples of humans primarily for the purposes of criminal investigation. Along with this, provision was made to create 2 institutional structures at the national level in this bill. It's set to establish a DNA regulatory board and DNA data bank. Apart from the national level, provision was also included for setting up data banks in the states. All the DNA samples collected from different people would be stored in this data bank. It was proposed in the bill that only laboratories authorized by the regulatory board would be entitled to conduct DNA testing. But the opposition gave many arguments to the government against this bill. It raised questions about the privacy of citizens, the possibility of misuse of DNA information, and the reliability of DNA testing technology. Let us tell you that the DNA information of any person is very sensitive. The identity of any person can be established on the basis of DNA information. Along with this, it provides information about a person's physical and biological characteristics such as eye, hair or skin color, susceptibility to diseases, etc. Recently, the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2023 was introduced in the Lok Sabha. According to this bill, the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir will get some special powers. The Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory will be empowered to nominate 2 members from the Kashmiri migrant community to the Assembly. This will also include a woman member. Along with this, a member from the displaced persons from POK, that is Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, can also be nominated in the Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly. Significantly, after the delimitation process, the number of seats in the Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly has increased from 107 to 114, in which for the first time 9 seats have been reserved for scheduled tribes. Notably, in the year 2019, Articles 35A and 370 were abolished from Jammu and Kashmir by the central government. Let us inform you that according to the provisions of Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, the Parliament needed the permission of the state government to make laws about Jammu and Kashmir on other issues except the subject of defense, foreign affairs and communications. Notably, after the removal of Article 370 and Article 35A from Jammu and Kashmir, the state status was also abolished. At present, Jammu and Kashmir is a union territory. However, despite being a union territory, Jammu and Kashmir will have a legislative assembly. Apart from Jammu and Kashmir, 2 more union territories have their own legislative assembly. That includes India's capital New Delhi and Puducherry. In the Legislative Assembly of New Delhi, members are not nominated by the Lieutenant Governor, whereas in the Legislative Assembly of Puducherry, 3 MLAs are nominated by the central government. Apart from the reorganization bill, 3 more constitutional amendment bills related to Jammu and Kashmir were introduced in the Lok Sabha. These include the Constitution Jammu and Kashmir Scheduled Tribes Order Amendment Bill 2023, the Constitution Jammu and Kashmir Scheduled Caste Order Amendment Bill 2023, and the Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Amendment Bill 2023. The Reservation Amendment Bill 2023 talks about changes in the reservation system in the state. In fact, in the Reservation Act implemented in the state in the year 2004, the weaker and deprived classes were mentioned, in place of which it has now been proposed to use the term other backward classes. Under the Scheduled Tribes Order Amendment Bill, it has been proposed to include Gadda Brahmin, Koli, Padari tribe and Pahadi ethnic group in the list of scheduled tribes of Jammu and Kashmir. Further, under the Scheduled Caste Order Amendment Bill 2023, it has been said to include Chura, Bhangi, Balmiki and Mehtar communities in the category of scheduled caste of the state. It is noteworthy that for the inclusion of caste in the scheduled caste category, it goes through the same process as for the scheduled tribe category. The difference is that the Constitution Scheduled Caste Order 1950 has to be amended by both the houses of Parliament. Article 341 of the Constitution deals with scheduled caste, while Article 342 deals with scheduled tribes. Recently, the Scheduled Caste Order Amendment Bill 2023 has been introduced in the Lok Sabha. In this bill, it has been proposed to include 2 synonymous words for the Mahar community in Chhattisgarh in the scheduled caste list of the state. The bill adds the words Mahara or Mahara as synonyms for Mahar community. With this step, about 2 lakh people of Chhattisgarh will be able to get benefits of government schemes under scheduled caste. Basically, Mahar is a major social group. People of Mahar community reside in Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, and South Indian states. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, known as the creator of the Constitution, also belonged to this community. Dr. Ambedkar had also done Mahar Satyagraha against casteism. Apart from this, at present, a regiment named Mahar Regiment is also included in the Indian Army. Significantly, to join the scheduled caste category, one has to go through a special process. For inclusion of a particular community in the scheduled caste list, a demand is first made by the state or central government. The application then goes to the Union Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment and then to the Registrar General of India. After this, a bill to amend the Constitution Scheduled Caste Order 1950 is passed by both the houses of the Parliament. Finally, after the approval of the President, the community is included in the list of scheduled caste. Article 341 of the Constitution deals with the provisions related to the scheduled caste. Recently, the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Amendment Bill 2023 has been passed in Lok Sabha. The bill amends the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act 2002. The bill has a provision to make the functioning of cooperative societies transparent. According to the bill, a cooperative election authority will be established for electoral reforms in the cooperative sector. Cooperative Minister said in his statement that this authority will be an independent body on the lines of the Election Commission, which will conduct elections in cooperative societies. This will reduce the interference of the government in these committees. Also, the board will compulsorily have to meet every 3 months. Apart from this, the Union Minister has also said that a national policy on cooperatives will be announced. This policy will prepare a blueprint for the next 25 years for this sector. Separate arrangements have also been made in the bill for redressal of complaints. According to the bill, the central government shall appoint one or more cooperative ombudsmen having territorial jurisdiction. Complaints in respect of several sectors will be investigated by the members of the Lokpal cooperative societies. This will include issues affecting the personal rights of members, matters relating to their deposits, etc. Under the Act, there shall be a maximum of 21 directors on the board of a multi-state cooperative society. Along with this, there is also a provision to include 2 additional directors in the board. Apart from this, now 1 member belonging to scheduled caste or scheduled tribes and 2 women members will also be included in the board. However, the board shall also include members having experience in the areas of banking, finance, cooperative management or functioning of a multi-state cooperative society. Let us tell you that cooperative societies are a type of business organization. These committees are formed for the upliftment of the economically weaker sections of the society. The provisions relating to cooperative societies are mentioned in Part 9b of the Constitution. Also, under Article 19(1)(c) of the Constitution, all citizens have the fundamental right to form a cooperative society. Apart from this, according to Article 43b, the state governments will also try to promote cooperatives. Along with this, the voluntary formation, functioning and management of the committees will be monitored by the state government. Recently, the central government has introduced 2 bills related to health in the Lok Sabha. These include the National Dental Commission Bill 2023 and the National Nursing and Midwifery Commission Bill 2023. They aim to reform the dental and nursing professions by giving importance to regulation of education. The proposed bill will replace the Dentist Act 1948 and the Indian Nursing Council Act 1947. Both the bills propose to set up regulatory bodies for dentists and nurses. These bodies will be responsible for evaluation of institutions, maintenance of national registers and state registers. These will create a live national register for professionals. This register will automatically operate with the state register. Along with this, there is also a provision to update the qualification data of doctors and nurses from time to time. It may be noted that currently professionals are required to register with the respective state council. The National Dental Commission Bill also provides for an exit test for MBBS graduates on the lines of the National Exit Test, which is likely to be implemented from the next MBBS batch. This exam will assess the competency of dentists to provide quality healthcare services. The National Nursing and Midwifery Commission Bill will define the scope of practice for nurses and midwives. The purpose of this provision is to establish equality in the cases of nurses in health institutions. The gruesome incident of sexual assault on women in Manipur is being protested across the country. In this series, this issue was also raised in the Parliament. Congress MPs Manikam Tagore and Hibi Eden have moved an adjournment motion in Lok Sabha amid uproar in Parliament. He put forth this proposal citing the need for an urgent discussion on the caste violence taking place in Manipur. Basically, there are 4 main processes under which discussion can take place in the Lok Sabha. Under this, many rules of the Lok Sabha come into play, such as adjournment motion and no confidence motion. An adjournment motion in the Lok Sabha allows an MP to request the Speaker to adjourn the proceedings of the House to discuss a certain matter of urgent public importance. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha decides whether the MP is allowed to move the motion or not. As a result, the House adjourns its fixed list of business to discuss the matter. For this, the support of 50 members is necessary. However, some special rules have to be followed to keep this proposal in the House. Only such issues can be raised through this proposal which are definite, factual, and of public importance. Along with this, any important topic of current events can be raised. A matter of ordinary importance cannot be included in this motion. Apart from this, the subjects pending in the court are also not included in this discussion. Significantly, the adjournment motion puts the government in question, and under Article 75(3), the government is responsible only to the Lok Sabha. That's why this proposal cannot be presented in Rajya Sabha. When the Regulatory Committee for the Rajya Sabha was formed in 1952, the adoption of an adjournment motion by the Rajya Sabha was also discussed. But it was not included by saying that its function is also in a way to criticize the government. Recently, the central government has said that transgenders can also take advantage of the existing reservation system in the country. In fact, in the past, the central government was accused of not implementing the instructions given in the 2014 Supreme Court decision. In response to this, the Ministry of Social Justice has filed an affidavit regarding the rights of the transgender class. It states that the transgender class is also entitled to 50% reservation in admission and government jobs available to scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and socially and educationally backward communities. Along with this, the central government has said in its affidavit that the transgender class is also included in the 10% quota benefit given to the economically weaker sections. Let us tell you that in the year 2014, the Supreme Court gave a historic verdict in the NALSA, that is National Legal Services Authority versus Union of India case. In this, the court upheld the right of all individuals to self-identify their gender. Apart from this, Indians were legally given the status of third gender. Along with this, keeping in mind the privacy of the person of third gender, the compulsion of medical examination or biological test for sex determination was also done away with. In its decision, the Supreme Court had also given special instructions to the central and state governments. These included making provisions for the recognition of a third gender in all legal documents. The government was also ordered to make social welfare schemes for the transgender class. Significantly, according to the 2011 census, the population of transgender class in the country is about 4.8 lakh. Out of this, 16.16% were members of the scheduled caste and 6.83% were members of the scheduled tribes community. A recent study revealed new facts about the fruit fly's immune system. According to this, some such genes have developed in the immune system of fruit flies that can fight the infection of common bacteria found in their food. In fact, fruit flies mostly suck the juice of rotten fruits, and usually Acetobacter bacteria is found in rotten fruits. These Acetobacter bacteria found in fruits harm the flies when they reach the bloodstream of the flies. To avoid their side effects, two specific types of peptides have been developed in the genes of various fly species of fruit fly. These peptides protect different species of flies from infection by Acetobacter. These peptides were already found in some species of flies, while in some species they have developed as a result of gene evolution. Significantly, the development of the human immune system is still a puzzle for scientists. Scientists believe that the study of these flies can help in understanding the development of the human immune system. Researchers say that the fruit fly's evolutionary process may help explain human susceptibility to certain diseases. Recently, ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research, has taken a big step for the control and prevention of diseases in India. ICMR has talked about starting a research model called CHIS, that is Controlled Human Infection Study. In this regard, it has issued a letter seeking people's opinion. The letter will be available on the ICMR website for public consultation till August 16. Its purpose is to encourage collaboration for research. According to ICMR, this research helps in the transmission, prevention, and treatment of infectious diseases in humans. It is cost-effective as well as provides efficient results. Significantly, CHIS has made important contributions to the treatment and prevention of many infectious diseases of health concern globally. It is a research model in which healthy individuals are exposed to an environment where disease-causing microorganisms are present. Due to this, that person gets infected. Then research is done on that person for the prevention of diseases. This model is used in the study of diseases such as malaria and dengue. However, there are also a number of ethical concerns associated with this research. The biggest concern in this is that deliberately sending healthy persons to an infected area is not ethical in any way. This is the reason why this research has not yet been implemented in India, considering morality as the basis. But now, to address the ethical concerns related to research, the Bioethics Unit of ICMR has come out with a consensus policy statement in collaboration with experts. This document covers the need, benefits and challenges related to CHIS. Recently, the French organization Mercator Ocean International has shared a report regarding marine heat waves. According to the study, many ocean areas have come under the grip of marine heat waves. These include the southern Indian Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, the tropical North Atlantic Ocean region, and the northeastern region of the Pacific Ocean. Significantly, marine heat waves can have negative effects on marine ecosystems. Due to these waves, many sea creatures can die. Along with this, due to marine heat waves, the migration pattern of marine species can also change. According to experts, marine heat waves are helpful in accelerating the speed of storms. At the same time, they can seriously affect coastal communities. Significantly, due to rising temperature, these heat waves are becoming more intense and longer. A research has also revealed that the kelp forest found inside the ocean are being destroyed due to oceanic heat waves. Kelp forests usually grow in cold water, which provide habitat and food to many marine organisms. Apart from this, negative effects of marine heat waves have been seen on corals. Due to these waves, the problem of coral bleaching has also increased. Let us tell you that the marine heat wave is an extreme weather phenomenon. When the surface temperature of a particular area of sea rises by 3 or 4 degrees Celsius above the mean temperature for at least 5 days, then these types of waves are formed. According to the US National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, these waves can last for weeks, months, or even years. Recently, a shocking news about elephants came to the fore. Wild plants in the habitat and grazing areas of elephants in Tamil Nadu's Valparai hill station have become a problem. The threat of human-elephant conflict has once again increased due to the reduction in the habitat area of elephants. This white plant is known as Ludwigia peruviana. This plant is mainly found in some countries of Central and South America, including Peru. This plant grows rapidly along the banks of water bodies. Along with this, the spread of this wild plant is also seen in the swamps present in the tea gardens. According to experts, for the last 5 years, a plant named Ludwigia peruviana is expanding in Valparai hill station. These swamps present in the state are known for excellent grass covers, sedges and water sources. This is especially beneficial for herbivorous animals like elephants. However, the dense thickets of Ludwigia suppress the edible fodder, due to which there is a shortage of fodder for elephants in Valparai hill station. Let us tell you that the process of removing the Ludwigia plant is very complicated. Unlike other invasive plants, there is little scope for mechanical removal of Ludwigia. Basically, this plant grows in water bodies or marshes. If Ludwigia is uprooted, even by hand, the tender plant breaks easily and can be respread by fallen roots or broken stems in bogs. Let us tell you that at present there are about 50 to 60,000 Asian elephants in the world. At the same time, more than 60% of the world's elephant population is in India. According to the 2017 census, there are 29,964 elephants in India. Project Elephant has been implemented for the conservation of elephants in the country. Under this project, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change provides financial and technical support to states with major elephant populations in the country. Let us now look at the 5 questions based on the bulletin. Questions based on today's bulletin are: first question is with reference to the IT Act 2000. Consider the following statements. 1. Section 69A of the IT Act prohibits the sharing of objectionable posts on online platforms. 2. The Supreme Court has termed Section 69A of the IT Act as constitutional. 3. Under this act, the central government has the power to block social media posts. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? Next question is, with reference to the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Amendment Bill 2023, consider the following statements. 1. The bill amends the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act 2012. 2. Under the bill, Cooperative Election Authority will be established. 3. The board of a multi-state cooperative society under the Act shall have a maximum of 25 directors. How many of the above statements are not correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? Next question is, with reference to adjournment motion, consider the following statements. 1. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha decides whether the MP is allowed to move a motion or not. 2. The motion requires the support of 25 members. 3. This motion can be introduced in Lok Sabha as well as in the Rajya Sabha. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? Next question is, with reference to transgender class, consider the following statements. 1. In the Nalsa vs. Union of India case, the Supreme Court gave legal status to transgenders as third gender. 2. Transgender class will also get the benefit of reservation like other classes. 3. According to the 2011 census, the population of transgender class in the country is about 4.8 lakhs. Which of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? Last question is, consider the following statements regarding Ludwigia peruviana. 1. It is the name of a plant species. 2. It is mainly found in North America. 3. It is considered extremely beneficial for crops. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? Recently, India, AI and Meta India have signed an MOU. Its objective is to promote cooperation in the field of AI, that is artificial intelligence and emerging technologies. Under the agreement, Meta's open source AI model will be made available for Indian AI models. Apart from this, both the organization may also consider setting up a center of excellence to promote AI. Additionally, Meta's AI research models such as Llama will also focus on building data sets in Indian languages. This will lead to social inclusion and innovation. Additionally, India AI and Meta will create awareness among the general public and various stakeholders about the potential benefits and risks of AI. Recently, Prime Minister Modi has inaugurated the IECC, that is International Exhibition-cum-Convention Centre complex at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. Here he also unveiled the G20 coins and G20 postage stamp. This complex has been named Bharat Mandapam. It has been created under the Self-reliant India and Vocal for Local campaign. This complex is one of the top convention complexes in the world. The purpose of building this complex is to host conferences. Apart from promoting trade and commerce, this will also generate employment. Along with this, small and medium enterprises will get national and international platform. Recently, the 8th Defence Policy Dialogue of India and Australia has been organized. This event was organized in the city of Canberra, Australia. Its purpose is to strengthen the defence ties between the two countries. In this, the results of the first 2+2 talks held in September 2021 were reviewed. Both sides also agreed to finalize the hydrography agreement as soon as possible. Apart from it, in this conference, India talked about cooperation with the Australian Armed Forces for the construction and maintenance of ships. It is worth mentioning that topics like geopolitical situation and global issues were also included in the event. Recently, the National Geoscience Award 2022 ceremony was organized. It was organized at the Rashtrapati Bhavan Cultural Centre. It was started by the Ministry of Mines, Government of India. The award is given to individuals and groups for exceptional achievements and outstanding performance in the field of earth sciences. This year, the award was presented by the President to 22 geologists in 3 categories. In this, Dr. Om Narayan Bhargava was honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award. At the function, the president appreciated geologists for strengthening the economy through minerals. Also said that the progressive changes in the mining sector during the last few years are increasing the capacity and productivity of the sector. Recently, in response to a question in the Lok Sabha, India's Minister of Tourism, Culture and Development of Northeastern Region, Kishan Reddy, said that at present, India has 40 sites in the UNESCO World Heritage List and 52 sites in the tentative list. Let us inform you that a total of 3,696 central monuments are included under ASI, that is Archaeological Survey of India. ASI follows its own guidelines for the conservation of these monuments as per the National Conservation Policy 2014. Recently, National Martyrs Memorial and National Railway Safety Museum have been inaugurated at Jagjeevan RPF Academy, Lucknow. The names of a total of 1,014 RPF personnel martyred since 1957 are mentioned on the Martyrs Memorial. This monument is spread over a total area of 4,800 square meters. At the same time, all the information related to the Railway Protection Force has been made available in the Railway Museum. It is spread over a total area of 9,000 square feet. The word Gyanvardhanayaj Sanrakshanaye has been used in the museum, which inspires people to spread knowledge and preserve heritage. Recently, a regional symposium on child protection, child safety and child welfare was organized by the Ministry of Women and Child Development in Mumbai. 7 states participated in it, which included Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Goa, Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Let us tell you that this is the 3rd edition of the symposium. More than 2,500 representatives of child welfare committees, Juvenile Justice Board, Village Child Protection Committee members and Anganwadi workers participated in the symposium. The event is part of a series of regional symposiums to be organized across the country to increase awareness and outreach on child protection, child safety and child welfare issues. Recently, India's first cannabis medicine project has been started in Jammu. The project has been taken up in private-public partnership with a Canadian firm. Through this, work will be done for the betterment of patients suffering from neuropathy, cancer and epilepsy. Apart from this, drugs for different types of neuropathy and diabetic pain will be produced through the project. These medicines of better quality will also be exported. Let us tell you that cannabis is a type of plant. It has many medicinal properties, due to which it is used in making many types of medicines. Recently, North Korean President Kim Jong-un met Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu. The two leaders met on the occasion of the Korean Victory Day. During this, there was a discussion between the leaders of both the countries regarding international security. Let us tell you that in the year 1950, the war between North and South Korea started. This war, which lasted for almost 3 years, ended in the year 1953. This year, North Korea celebrated the 70th anniversary of the end of the Korean War. North Korea had invited delegations from Russia and China to attend the event. Recently, Ministry of Social Justice reported that 530 districts of the country are free from manual scavenging. Along with this, Bihar, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu have declared themselves 100% free from manual scavenging. In its announcement, the ministry also informed that now the practice of manual scavenging is not continuing in the country. Union government says that there have been no deaths due to manual scavenging in the last 5 years.